Hey everybody, just thought we should take a break from your regularly scheduled programming of stupid videos that really make no sense. I had the opportunity to be on a podcast with someone I follow on Instagram and now Twitter. His name is Jonathan Belle, and he's a cosplayer. I've been following on my personal Instagram for a little bit now. He's branched out to do other things that are not just limited to cosplay, such as writing and this podcast you're about to listen to. Very cool, very awesome stuff. And he made a Twitter post not too long ago reaching out to anybody who wanted to be featured on his podcast if they're into whatever they're into. And I thought I'd take the opportunity, give him a call, and this is the results of that call. If you want to follow him on Instagram and Twitter, I'll put the links in the description below. Give him a follow. He makes pretty good content. If you're into cosplay and stuff like that, he's got one of the best Superman suits I've ever seen. I'm absolutely envious of that thing. And I just wanted to say thank you a lot, Jonathan. I really appreciate you taking the time out to talk to me about what I do for YouTube and whatnot. I really, really appreciate it.
Hello and welcome to the Jonathan Belle Show. This is a show documenting my journey after quitting my 9-to-5 job to pursue a career being a creative. Thank you for tuning in. What's up, folks? Today I have an interview with PlayingWithIssues. PlayingWithIssues, how are you doing today?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm good, thanks. Now, we met on Twitter, so let's let everybody know exactly what you are about. I'm assuming PlayingWithIssues means you are a gamer or something of that sort?
Yep, I'm a gaming YouTuber. I edit and record most of my own footage. From time to time when I play online with friends, they try to record their own thing. But mostly, PlayingWithIssues is a YouTube channel dedicated to showcasing how I play video games and how I react when I play.
Okay, so and what system do you use?
I have every system ranging from the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and PC.
That's quite a lineup. What have been some of your favorite games so far this year? This past year.
This past year, I've been playing Spider-Man. Actually, I got into it late. I was late to the party, but I've really enjoyed it, and I can see why it was Game of the Year for a lot of people last year. Up there with God of War, and what was other big games that came out?
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Red Dead Redemption 2, there you go. That's actually next on my list after I'm done with Uncharted 4. I'm actually playing through the Uncharted series for the first time, and that's proving pretty fun right now.
Oh, I've actually never picked those up. I guess I should. I'm too busy with first-person shooters, and I just got Kingdom Hearts 3, so I'm working on that. And before that, I beat Red Dead Redemption 2. And I did get the Spider-Man game. I just haven't got any of the add-ons yet, so I haven't played like the Black Cat story or the gang ones yet.
That's actually what I'm doing right now. I'm playing through the DLCs since I platinumed Spider-Man. And Spider-Man is actually the first game I've ever platinumed on PS4, so I'm actually semi-proud about it, because I'm never so dedicated to doing that with a game. It's been quite some time. I used to do that for almost every GameCube game I had, if you remember that system.
I do. Well, I think the big difference too is because when the older games, like, there was no downloadable content to keep getting trophies on, and now it's like you could get a bunch of trophies or beat it, but then they're going to come out with something else, and then you have to keep getting trophies. But with the older systems, it was kind of finite, you know what I mean?
Of course, once you beat a game, you were done with it. You didn't expect any downloadable content, which is kind of weird when you think about it. It's a changing of the times that you can buy a game and expect it not to be finished on day one. I think it's a little disappointing in that sense, that because then you look at companies and developers as not putting out a finished product when it first comes out, and you're still paying full price for it.
Yeah, it's something else. I recently just made myself buy the series. I mean the season pass for Black Ops 4, and I just was like, I miss the days where I just pay once for a video game and that was it.
You mentioned that you're a big first-person shooter fan, so Call of Duty is one of the series you really like.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the one that always just stuck, but mainly just the Black Ops. I never really got into the Modern Warfare or the other ones, but I have consistently been playing the Black Ops ones. And that's pretty much that, and Halo and GoldenEye for N64. Those will always be my favorite first-person shooter games.
Of course, GoldenEye is a classic. It's a legendary game.
Yeah, and they tried to remake it so many times, and it failed so many times.
I've seen the videos. They don't look too dignified, to say the least.
Another one I really liked too was Gears of War. That was a really good game.
Gears of War was a lot of fun when it first came out. I was really disappointed with Part 4 though.
I didn't even make it. I heard so many bad reviews, I just didn't even bother. But for the Xbox or PlayStation, I used to play that and Killzone a lot. That was a good game. Yes, there was a lot of nice games out back in the day.
That you could still play even now. You'd be surprised how many games have actually aged pretty well.
Have you played the new Apex?
Apex Legends? Yeah, I've actually played a little bit. I had a funny experience with it the first few games. The first game I ever played, I played with my cousin, who doesn't really talk to me like that, so I was very surprised I got an invite from him. And we ended up placing number 3 in my very first game.
Oh, wow.
And it was pretty funny. And the only reason why I lost that game was I decided to chase somebody out of the storm, and they waited for me at the edge, and they brutally murdered me. So
I have no idea what type of game that is. I'm gonna have to check it out. Is it like a battle royale game?
Yeah, you've heard of the battle royale genre, right?
Yeah, like Fortnite and stuff.
It's the new crazy thing that every single developer is trying to get on, including is it Treyarch that's developing Black Ops?
Yeah, they have the blackout mode in Black Ops 4, but I don't play it. I never really got into Fortnite, and I just want to run and gun with a bunch of my buddies and not have to sneak around and try to be the last person standing.
Iron sights.
I feel you. It's a genre that is I'd say it's an acquired taste. I can very distinctly remember trying Fortnite for the first time and not liking it. So I can completely understand why people don't like the genre and people hate that it's so popular.
Yeah, it just wasn't my cup of tea. So you do editing too, right? Like video editing? Can you talk us a little bit about that?
I've been video editing since I was in high school, back when I was freaking, like 15, 14. I'm 26 now, so that would say around 12 years back.
And how do you like that? I mean, you must like it a lot to keep going with it, correct?
Right. I love it mostly because it always gives you the opportunity to try new things, whether it's messing with transitions, messing with different forms of medium. Like I've yet to edit live action on a big stage yet. The most I've done is, do you remember a really old meme called the Harlem Shake?
Con los terroristas.
It's not coming to my head right now.
I'll send you a link sometime and see if it crosses your mind sometime later. But that was literally the only time I had ever messed with live action. I've always messed with either anime or video games.
And what software do you use, like Final Cut or Premiere?
I use Sony Vegas Pro, or it's called Vegas Pro.
And why is that one the one on your list as opposed to Premiere or Final Cut or iMovie?
Funny enough, because when you're a high school student, you don't have money like that. So what editing software I was using at that time was Windows Movie Maker.
Yeah.
In which case, sometime after that, I received a free version of an old copy of Sony Vegas Platinum. And eventually, I got used to using that after they stopped supporting Windows Movie Maker. And that's what I stuck with. I've always wanted to use Final Cut or Adobe Premiere, but just couldn't get the money to actually try the products.
Well, I mean, 12 years with Sony, I'm sure they're doing something right, or I'm pretty sure that you got a good grasp on it by now.
Yeah, it's all about experience and just preference at this point. I've self-taught myself almost everything I know on the program, including how to mess with green screen. So I have certain experience there. Hopefully, within maybe the next year or so, I'll get a green screen of my own and get to use it for future videos. And it's all about familiarity at this point. I wouldn't mind learning another program, but I'd rather stick with Sony Vegas. It's just my thing, you know?
Yep, the familiarity.
Right.
All right. So I just want to ask you also, what advice would you give people that want to get into kind of making and mixing their own YouTube videos or to start a YouTube gaming channel?
Well, I believe like the first question you want to ask yourself before you even get involved is, do you really want to do this? Is this something you enjoy doing? Because I've encountered people that would love to do their own channels and stuff like that, and they've asked me questions because I've been doing it since at least 2012. My YouTube channel has about 490 subscribers. So I've been doing it for quite a while, and the question you want to ask yourself is this something you really want to do? Because when it comes down to it, editing and recording and rendering all your videos and stuff like that, it takes a lot of time and effort.
I can't even imagine.
As much as as accessible as it is now to be able to make your own videos and just put it on YouTube and stuff like that, to be able to edit your own stuff together, it takes time. Me personally, I don't like to just put up videos. I like to edit them. I like to put on music, give context, tell a little story, and make it like you're watching a cinematic, I don't want to say masterpiece, but a cinematic piece of work.
Good play on words there. But I totally see what you're saying. You want to stand out a little bit and you want to put your ownership and pride in your videos.
Right. I want my videos to be memorable for the content that they provide, and in addition to that, how they're put together.
Well, that's awesome. So, how can people find you on the internet?
You can find me by looking up Playing With Issues, all one word, no spaces. And I am on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube and Twitch. Though I don't use my Twitch too much, I prefer editing to streaming personally. But the market does dictate that streaming is a big thing nowadays, so I might have to get into that if we ever want to boost my numbers up a little bit. But I feel like it takes away some of the fun. Like a lot of the fun for me is just editing my videos and providing people with something that they could watch at any time they want. They don't need to sit down and watch someone stream for hours at end and hopefully find something memorable. I'd rather just someone sit down, take 5 minutes out of their day, oh, that was a funny video, and be satisfied with that, if that's what they're into.
No, I mean, I totally see what you're saying, and it completely makes sense.
Yeah, I feel like the biggest issue for me for streaming is that you always have to be consistently entertaining. And if you're streaming for hours at a time, that can be very challenging.
Yeah, it's not as easy as people think it is to actually be in front of the camera for long periods of time and not be entertaining.
Right. I feel like I can be entertaining, but it comes at a moment's win. Like, if something outstanding happens within a game, then give or take, you're gonna be entertained. Like, the most recent game that I picked up was Resident Evil 2, and the worst thing about it is I'm an absolute pussy. So I can barely sit through the game without getting anxiety, and as a result, almost every moment of me recording gameplay of that game is memorable, simply because I can't do it. It's absolutely terrifying to sit through that game.
Oh, dang. I didn't know it was that bad.
It's not that bad. It's just me. Whenever... And one thing about this new Resident Evil, you don't feel like a badass. You feel like a regular person trying to survive the zombie apocalypse. The zombies are beyond durable. You have a scarce amount of ammo, and that combination makes the game very scary. When you feel as hopeless as everything looks, you're not gonna feel too good. You're not gonna feel too hot.
Well, I have to check that game out then.
There is a 30-minute demo for both the Xbox One and the PS4 if you do want to check it out. It's definitely worth it.
Oh, nice. I did not know that. I will have to actually download that. Thank you very much for letting me know.
Yeah, absolutely. And please let me know how you play, if you can actually handle horror game. I can't, so...
Yeah, I actually don't like scary stuff, but the last Resident Evil game I played was the most popular one for the GameCube when that came out.
Was it Resident Evil 4?
I think so.
Yeah, that's when it stopped. That's when it very slowly stopped becoming scary. Once Resident Evil 5 came out, that's when it just became Michael Bay action movie. That's exactly what happened with the genre. So a lot of people are excited about this one because now it's become survival horror again. It's not action, straight action. It's an actual horror game now.
Oh, okay. Well, Playing with Issues, I just want to say thank you so much for coming on and talking with me about your techniques and your channel. I really appreciate you taking the time to have a conversation.
Yeah, no problem. And thank you for actually reaching out to people and asking if they want to be interviewed and stuff like that. It's greatly appreciated.
Well, I thank you very much, and I hope you have a good rest of the day.
No problem. You too.
All right, thank you. That was Playing with Issues. You can find him on Twitter and YouTube at Playing with Issues, and check out how he edits and records his video games. As always, thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.
So that was the podcast interview. Please do me the biggest favor and check out Jonathan Belle's social media, such as his Instagram, such as his Twitter, and every single link that I'm going to put in the description, because I got to thank this guy so much for actually taking the time out of his day to talk to a nobody about video games, editing, and stuff that he's probably not too heavily into. But as you saw me talking like a total nerd, it was nice to be able to talk like that and actually, feel wanted. I do my videos for me, but I also do them for people that I think might enjoy them. So thank you so much for actually sitting through this whole interview thing. Thank you again to Jonathan. Really appreciate it. And we should be able to get back to the old videos pretty soon. Expect an update on the channel in the next few days. And peace.